Recording in progress.
You're now tuned into the Real Rap Radio Show. I'm your host, Walil Archer. On Down to Hott Radio. I'm my special guest, Renee Hawkley. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well.
It's nice here in Boise, Idaho. We don't have snow and we don't have wind and we don't have rain. And so it's very different from the rest of the nation, it seems like today.
Nice. What's your temperature?
Pardon?
What's your temperature?
Well, let's see. I think it's 48 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah. Still staying inside, but it's okay to go out and get the mail and do errands.
Awesome. So let's talk about your book. What's the title of your book?
The title of my book is Once Upon an Amateur Mom.
Nice. How did you come up with that title?
Well, I just feel like that being a mom, you never become very good at it because you're always in a new segment. So just have to go for it and do your best in whatever era that you're in.
Okay, so it's based off your experience.
I'm in the grandma stage now, so it's amateur all the way.
Okay. Is the book based off your experience?
Yes. The book has experiences of what our family has done and just different stories. They're lighthearted. There's no advice on you should do it this way or you should do it that way. It's all very lighthearted about just things that we've experienced and the joy and sometimes the frustration of being a mom and a parent.
Okay. And what inspired you to write the book?
My husband, Dan Hawkley, well, first off, he encouraged me to start a what do you call that when you do a newspaper column. So he said, you were having so many experiences, you should start a newspaper column and tell some of those experiences that you're having. And so I didn't think that was a very good idea. I said, well, I really don't have time to do that. And then he said, well, I really want you to do it. And so when he said that, I just thought, well, I could do that. And so I went down to Mountain Home. We lived in Mountain Home, Idaho at the time. And my husband was in the U.S. Air Force there. So I was able to get in that, or to get a column going. And it just became more fun and more fun. And then after I had been doing that for 2 or 3 years, he said, well, now that you have all these stories and these experiences that you've written down, you need to put them into a book. So again, I kind of didn't really want to do that, but he encouraged me to continue doing it. So I finally gave in, and now I'm actually a writer. So I'm happy to do that, and I like doing it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you like the readers to walk away from reading the book?
I'd like them to realize that mothering is forever. Once you get started, then once you're a mother, then you're a mother for the whole rest of the time, because you have first you have baby, and then the baby turns into a toddler. The toddler turns into a school child, and then the school child graduates, and then he gets more schooling, or and again gets married, and then there's another mother coming up. So it's just one of those. It is the parenting to me is the most wonderful, uh, long going thing that you can do in your life, and it's the most is the thing that really matters, because eventually other things go away, but being a mom is always being a mom.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So
So
true.
true.
Did you
Did you
face any
face any
difficulties writing
difficulties
a
writing
book?
a book?
I think the most difficulty that I had was the insecurity of thinking that, oh, well, nobody would want to read this. And then again, my husband would nudge me and saying, well, they must have really liked your column, because they're always commenting, making good comments about it. So he was just always wanting to nudge me forward, and now I'm nudging myself forward, because I I don't necessarily love doing podcasts and being in the limelight. It's not easy for me to do that. But
Understandable.
I love the
Understandable.
stories. I do love the stories, and I love sharing them.
How many
How many
chapters would you
chapters
say
would
your
you say
book
your book
has?
has?
I would say 50, I would say 52 to 54, but they're not like chapters. They're more like one page stories, or more than one page, but it's not like a chapter. It's
Okay. Okay.
more like a
Okay.
newspaper column, frankly.
Now, which
Now,
one
which
would you
one would
say
you
is your
say is your
most
most
memorable
memorable
one
one
and
and
why?
why?
Uh, my most memorable one, I would say, is A Mother's Creed, which is more of a serious type of of, but it's one that I get probably the most excited about. And then I just have others that are a little more lighthearted.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, do you
Now,
have
do you
plans
have
to
plans
do a
to
part
do a
two?
part two?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm in the middle of doing that. I have already 30, 30 of those finished, and so I have about 20, 22 more to do that I want to finish, that I'm working on.
Now, how
Now,
did you
how
come
did
up
you
with the
come up with the
design for
design for
for
the
the book
for
cover?
the book cover?
My daughter, Jeanette, at age 7, was given the assignment to draw a picture of older people, or grown up girls. And so, in fact, I don't know if the assignment might have just been to draw a picture of her mom or someone who was grown up. And so this is the first. Let's see, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
So she came up with that one, and then she has then she did draw another couple that she started just drawing grown up girls, and so I have another couple of um, drawings of hers that I'm going to use in the other books, and they are I'll just say even more interesting than this one is.
Now, how
Now,
long
how
did it
long
take
did
you
it
to
take you to
finish the
finish
book
the
from
book from
start to
start to
finish?
finish?
Well, it all depends on how much I really get serious about it and put a deadline to myself. Otherwise, I was hoping that I would be finished with this one by the end of February, but I think it's going to be more like the end of March.
Okay. With this book, did you experience writer's block?
I would say that's, yes, writer's. Well, no, not for me. It's not writer's block because I have all of the stories already written. They just need to be revised, and then also just getting myself to sit down and do it instead of always finding other things that are easier.
Now, what would you say you learned from writing this book?
I learned a lot about myself and a lot about other mothers because I find that when they get back to me and talk about the article that there is their favorite or a favorite of theirs, they always tell me their story that's similar to that. And then, of course, we always laugh, and sometimes we cry because not everything about being a mom is joyful. But there's enough in my stories that usually will prompt any mother, that she has one that's very similar. And so that's when the laughter comes and sometimes the tears.
Okay. Now, would you like to share a story with the listeners?
Oh, I'd love to. Yes, I would love to. I chose, this is called A Child is a Wonderful Thing. I won't be able to read all of it, but I'll read a few things from it. All right, this is called A Child is a Wonderful Thing. There are grown-ups and there are children. I'm what they call a grown-up, but I like children better. Children are, well, children. They work hard at goofing around. They sit at the edge of puddles and squeeze black, oozy mud between their toes. They say they're 6.5 going on 7 because they can hardly wait for more life to arrive. They dash toward time with an eager embrace and a slobbery kiss instead of trying to squirm free from its thorny grasp. Children find joy in simple things, like the tickle of a yellow dandelion on their necks, a grape popsicle, the silky softness of a rabbit's fur, and the sight of an angleworm on a rainy sidewalk. Children welcome challenges. Who can peel the largest patch of skin from a sunburned body? Who can skip a rock 3 times on the surface of a lake? Who can count the stars? Children take the guesswork out of human relations. They're not stingy with their feelings. When you smile at them, they smile back. When they're sad or hurt or afraid, they cry on the outside. When someone takes their favorite toy, they don't stop to analyze it. They just get it back. Children don't know about can't. In spite of bumps, bruises, scrapes, and broken bones, they keep picking themselves up until they've mastered walking, riding a bike, skateboarding, or whatever else in the world interests them. To children, failure is a teacher. I don't know how much time you have.
That was good.
Do you want me to go on?
Sure, you can. We have some more time.
All right. Children are believers. They make wishes when they blow out the candles. They close their eyes and throw pennies into fountains and cast their dreams at the first star to appear in the vast evening sky. They search for 4-leaf clovers. They think they won't get a sunburn. Children are forgiving. They can't be bothered with nursing grudges. One moment, they dub you the meanest human being in the world. The next, they offer to be your best friend. Children bend. They haven't made definite plans. They aren't square fillers, watch wearers, calendar keepers, or card carriers. The only moment they're interested in is this one. Let somebody else fret about yesterday and tomorrow. Children are loving. They're ready to deliver 2 or 3 mushy kisses for every one they receive. A hug fixes anything. Children are the genuine article, unprogrammed, unpredictable, underrated, and often unappreciated until they are marching in step with the rank and file of the grown-up troops. Then they look over their shoulders, reach for the lost magic that belongs to childhood, and realize the truth. Children are the best way to start people.
Nice. And let everyone know, where can they purchase the book from?
Can go on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Okay. And as we close out, any final thoughts or closing remarks?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be on your podcast, and I hope that if there's anyone who wants a little more of "Don't come in here, Mom's throwing spaghetti," they'll be able to find it.
Well, Renee Hawkley, I'd like to thank you for doing the interview today.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. So that's my time today on the Real Rap Radio Show. And I'll see you guys next time on the Real Rap Radio Show with your host, Walil Archer, on Downtown Hot Radio. Peace and blessings.
Bye now.